Hey Patricia, so if this is the same example that we were given the other day, we were told that PT and QS are altitudes, which means I go from a vertex angle to a right angle. So the first thing that I know is, although it's not part of the entire triangle 1, 2, 3, 4, I do know that having an altitude makes these angles all 90 degrees. QS and PR are perpendicular, and PT and RQ are perpendicular. So right away I know angle 1 is 90 degrees, and I know angle 3 is 90 degrees. So there's something else that I know. I know that I have a quadrilateral from R to S to here to T, back up to R. And what I know about a quadrilateral is all 4 angles add to 360. So if I have 90, 90, 48, and something, those 4 angles must add to 360. So 90 and 90, I'm halfway there. I need to figure out, well, what would I add to 48 to get 180 degrees, the other half of the line that I'm currently missing. So by doing 360 minus these 3 angles, I would get that this angle right here is 132 degrees. Now, why is that important? That's important because angle 4 is vertical to that angle. So if this is 132, angle 4 is equivalent to that. And also knowing that the larger triangle PQR is is an isosceles triangle. So I know this side is congruent to this side. So because of that, I know that my base angles are congruent. So I know that angle P is congruent to angle Q. So how can I figure out what those angles were? Well, if 48 degrees is my vertex, and each of my base angles were unknown, 3 angles of any triangle, not just isosceles, but all 3 angles add up to 180 degrees. So if I solve for x, subtract 48 from the other side, and divide, I get that all of angle P and all of angle Q is 66 degrees. Now, why is that important? Well, now knowing the information that I was given and some of the pieces that I solved for, just to kind of write that in its place, this is 90, this is 90, this is 90, 132, 132. Now, although I know the whole of this angle is 66, and the whole of this angle is 66, I don't really need that to find the answer to angle 2. It was just additional information that was useful. But there's another way I could use the angles that I've already solved, and let me show you. If I highlight this right triangle in here, I know that vertical angles are congruent, and adjacent angles to those are supplementary, which means this angle is 48, and this angle is 48. And now I can find the answer to angle number 2. 90 plus 48 plus what makes 180? Well, that would be 42 degrees. And that would be 42 here, 42 here. And since I know the whole of that angle is 66, it would also tell me I have 24 and 24. And that's how you could find every single angle and every single piece of the triangle, whether you were asked for that or not. I hope that helps you.